Hi Crypto Peeps, hope you're doing well, and today's date is 27th of September 2022. I'm back from my break, and what a struggling time cryptos is having. Not only cryptos, but check out the British pound. Wow, we're taking a bit of a bashing right now. But anyway, let's get straight to the news and see what we got here. So this last week, social interest in Bitcoin hits 2-month high as Bitcoin hovers above $19,000. And this is on Finbold. As the cryptocurrencies market flagship digital asset Bitcoin finally breaks above the $19,000 mark, its social dominance is recording increases as well, becoming the topic of over 1/4 of all discussions related to crypto's top 100 assets. The interest in Bitcoin on social media platforms over the weekend of September 24th to 25th has recorded a significant spike, soaring to the highest level in 2 months. According to the chart posted by the platform, Bitcoin reached a social dominance level of 26.27% on September 25th, the level last measured in mid-July 2022. And there's the chart as you can see it. In other words, among crypto's top 100 assets, Bitcoin is the topic in 26% of discussions, for the first time since mid-July. Moreover, the chart also points out to what Bitcoin-weighted social sentiment shows an extreme level of FUD, which typically leads to rises. So keep that in mind, and there's more information there. As with all these news bites, everyone, the links are down below, and you can read all the news articles and check out all the graphs and everything in full. But interesting news there. Seems like Bitcoin may be having a bit of interest, and maybe that's something to do with how the rest of the world's economies, especially the Great British Pound and everything else, is crashing right around now. Moving on next here to CoinDesk, and this is one that I've been interested in for a while, and I have a very small amount of this myself, so I've been, positive on this one. So file sharing crypto project Filecoin reports strong fundamental growth ahead of FDM launch. Some 20,000 individual users are said to be using Filecoin to store over 50 million data objects used by dApps. Decentralized file sharing protocol Filecoin saw a nearly 7-fold growth of data suppliers since the start of 2022, ahead of plans of a major upgrade in early 2023. At Filecoin development lab Protocol Labs, they said the network storage providers were increasing at a rate of 20% each month, with most activity in North America, Korea, and Hong Kong. Filecoin is a cryptocurrency that enables users to buy and sell computer storage on a system for decentralized storage of data and files. The latter is said to help support a truly decentralized ecosystem, where blockchain data itself is stored on networks such as Filecoin instead of centralized providers such as Amazon Web Services. Protocol Labs founder Joan Bennett said some 20,000 individual users were currently using Filecoin to store over 50 million data objects, all of which are used to run decentralized applications, or dApps. Such reported growth comes ahead of the launch of the Filecoin virtual machine, or the FVM, slated for an early 2023 release. The FVM is a software platform or virtual computer that can be used by developers to create decentralized apps based on the Filecoin network. There's more information there if that one interests you. It interests me. I think it's a good idea, a very interesting concept. As I said, I own a very small amount of that. Let's see where it goes. The next one here is on Decrypt. More woes for Grayscale investors as the largest Bitcoin fund hits an all-time low. There seems to be no bottom for the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, as shares of the industry's largest Bitcoin fund hit a record discount of 35.18%. Since its inception in September 2013, GBTC has historically traded at a lofty premium to spot Bitcoin prices. For years, this used to be a rather attractive option for investors, even in spite of the hefty 2% annual management fee. However, the trust flipped negative and began trading at a discount to spot Bitcoin prices at the end of February last year, following the launch of several Bitcoin ETFs in Canada. There's some charts and more information on that. So if Grayscale and what they're doing is something in your mind, Cathie Wood and everything else, have a look at that. They generally know what they're doing, but even they're having problems right now in this market. CNBC News here. The IRS steps up efforts to target US taxpayers who failed to report and pay taxes on cryptocurrency transactions. The IRS continues to chase unpaid cryptocurrency taxes with a new court order allowing a summons for customer records. The agency will collect crypto transactions data for SFOX, a digital currency broker with more than 175,000 users and more than $12 billion in transactions since 2015. The IRS has indicated that this is a very high priority for them. And more information here. Yep, the IRS continues to chase US taxpayers who failed to report and pay taxes on cryptocurrency transactions with a new court order, allowing summons for customer records. The agency would issue a so-called John Doe summons, requiring NY Safara Bank to turn over crypto transaction data for SFOX, a digital currency prime broker that used the bank, with more than 175,000 customers and $12 billion in transactions. It's not the first IRS summons for crypto records, but it's unusual because the broker seems to be quite small, signaling the possibility of more to come. And at the bottom there, the IRS has indicated this is a very high priority for them. There's more detail there if that interests you, especially if you're living in the US. I'd watch out if I were you. They are coming for everyone. On Market Watch here, Bitcoin is holding up better than stocks, one sign that cryptos have hit the bottom. Bitcoin was largely unchanged Monday, with the digital asset space largely outperforming the stock market since a sell-off late last week in what could be a good sign for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin remains outside the $20,000 to $25,000 range, which has provided some price stability since mid-June, but has bucked a correlation to the stock market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 plunged last Friday, with the Dow hitting a new yearly low between 30,000, a key threshold it first crossed in 2020. While Bitcoin too declined late last week, sliding down from near 20,000, it has halted its fall and rebounded while stocks were poised to continue their descent on Monday. On a day when stocks are down over 2%, you would expect Bitcoin to be double down or triple that, and not just around about 3% weaker, which could mean many long-term holders remain unfazed. That unfazed attitude appears to be continuing Monday. In fact, some traders were even eyeing signs that Bitcoin may have bottomed as it bucks the decline in stocks. As of today, on Tuesday, we're at $20,231, so it's not doing bad when the rest of the world is crashing. On the block here, California, New York, and other US states take action against crypto lender Nexo. California's Department of Financial Protection and Innovation issued a cease and desist letter against crypto lender Nexo Monday over its crypto interest-bearing accounts. New York Attorney General announced a lawsuit against Nexo, accusing it of selling unregistered securities in the state. And other US state security regulators, including Vermont, are pursuing actions against Nexo. A group of US state regulators announced an array of legal actions against cryptocurrency Nexo on Monday. So if you own any of that, or if that interests you in the past, take a look at that. I think we looked at it at CryptoViewing. I can't remember what we got for it, but have a look at that if that one interests you. So my last piece of news here on Bitcoin is Dogecoin surges 7% over the last 5 days as wells accumulate. Dogecoin addresses with over 100 million to 1 billion Doge have gone up by 5% recently. Both Dogecoin and the general crypto market have been struggling hard in recent weeks. But these last few days have been kinder to Doge as the meme coin has gained some upward momentum. At the time of writing, Doge is up around 4% in the past week, and here's a chart showing the coin's price over the last 5 days. As you can see, it's got a great upwards motion there. As you can see in the above graph, Dogecoin surged up in recent days and hit a peak a couple of days back. Since then, however, the crypto has observed some small decline. Nonetheless, this drawdown hasn't been drastic enough to raise all the gains, since the coin still retains about 7% positive returns during this period. Doge's return over the last 5 days have been even better than many top cryptos, even handily beating both Bitcoin and Ethereum, who've been trading mostly sideways recently. So if you own some Doge, that's interesting news for you on that one. Now we're going to move over to some video news, and as I keep telling you guys, there's amazing video news on YouTube, so please subscribe to some of these channels if you want to be up to date. The first one here is pretty standard news, CNBC television. This goes on for nearly 11 minutes, and the title was Bitcoin Bounces, Interpol hunts for Dogecoin, and Gavin Newsom vetoes regulation. It's a hodgepodge of information there, but it's pretty good, so have a look at that. It's only 11 minutes. The next one here is a favourite of mine, Coin Bureau. They always do amazing content every single week. And this is a news overview, so it's Cardano, Algo, the big banks, Ripple versus the SEC, and lots more on that one. That one goes on for 21 minutes, really good information. Subscribe, but watch that one as well. The next one here is a new one for me from Crypto Banter. I watched them occasionally, but I thought I'd watch this one. I thought you guys might want to know about it as well. It affects me more than you guys because I'm in the UK. The British pound is collapsing, and what does this mean for crypto? So have a look at that. It's fairly interesting. It goes on for 27 minutes or so as they're trading and doing other bits and pieces, but you know, it's just a bit of fun, so have a look at that and you may get some information from it. And the final one for you today is from Crypto Casey. I like her content. It's very, very good. So subscribe and check that one out as well. And this one is Crypto is Under Fire. When will the bear market end? And crypto news for this week. So that goes on for around about 10 minutes. That's a good informative video as well. So that's pretty much it with the crypto news bites this week. Any comments or anything you want me to look at, anything at all, leave it in the comments below. You know, we love to hear this stuff. Thanks for your support. Keep safe out there. It's a weird time out there, as you guys know, and as I've just said, the British economy is going terrible at the moment. The pound's crashing. We got a new government in. They don't know what they're doing. You know, they're essentially cannibalizing our economy just to make money for the rich, and you know, kind of what gives to the poor, really. But, you know, that's the way it is right there with politics in the world at large. Be safe out there. Take care. See you next week.